Hello students, welcome to today's class, and today we are going to study about the continuation part of integer. In this particular topic, we will discuss about the different sign of division of integer and properties of division of integer and some problem based on division of integer. Okay, let's start the topic. In this division of integer, two cases are coming. The first case is when we divide a negative integer by a positive integer or positive integer by a negative integer, first we divided them as whole. Okay, first we divided them as whole. Then after we put negative sign, that means minus sign before the quotient. Yes, we will get which sign number? We will get negative sign number. Okay, so it is simply when we divide negative integer by positive integer or positive integer by negative integer, we have to divide them as whole. Then after we put minus sign before the product. In general, for any two integer, that may be a divide minus b or minus a divide b, that is equal to what? First we have to divide them as whole. So this of in the bracket a divide b. For any two integer, a divide minus b or minus a divided by b, special condition is coming where b is not equal to 0. In case b is equal to 0, what happened? In the place of a, you put any integer, 1 minus 1 or 2 minus 2, any integer you put. Okay, I will put 1 and divide by 0. 1 by 0 is what? Undefined. It is an undefined number. We can't define that number, right? So it is not possible. That's why b is not equal to 0. That condition is coming. Then what is the answer then? A divided by minus b or minus a divided by b is equal to what? Minus of a divided b. Okay, let's see some example in my explanation zone. Division of integer. The first case is what? When we divide a negative integer by positive integer or positive integer by negative integer, first divided them as whole, then put minus sign before the quotient. So, first I will write the symbolic representation. A divided by minus b or minus a divided by b. So what is the answer? We have to divide them as whole. A divided by b and we put minus sign before the quotient. I will solve some example one by one. First example, 4 divided by minus 2. So first we have to divide them as whole. 4 by 2. Then put minus sign before the quotient. So 2 ones are 2 twos are. So minus 2. Second example, 72 divided by minus 8. This one also we have to divide them as whole. 72 divided by 8 and we have to put minus sign before the quotient. 8 ones are 8 nines are 72 minus 9. This is the way to divide a positive integer by negative integer or negative integer by positive integer. Second case is when we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, first we divide them as whole, then after we put positive sign before the quotient. Okay, we put positive sign before the quotient. Get which integer? Positive integer or negative integer? Yes, it obviously what? Positive integer. In general, for any two integer minus a divided by minus b. Okay, in any two integer we have to divide them as whole. That means a divided by b, and before the product which sign we have to use? Minus minus is what? Plus. So plus of what? That quotient a divided by b. Which quotient is coming? No, a divided by b. That quotient is coming, and before that what? Before that plus sign is coming. Now glance for some problems in my explanation zone.
Second case, when we divide a negative integer by negative integer, first we'll divide them as whole and put positive sign before the quotient. I will write symbolic representation. Minus a divided by minus b. So, minus minus is what? Plus. So, we put plus sign before the quotient. Plus of a divided by b. Let's solve some problem related to this condition. First problem, minus 4 divided by minus 2. So we have to divide them as whole. So 4 by 2, so put positive sign before the quotient. 2 ones are 2 twos are, so 2 plus 2. Second one, minus 36 divided by minus 4. So minus minus is what? Plus. So plus of 36 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 nines are, plus 9. This is the way to solve a negative integer by negative integer.
We move on to the next topic, the properties of division of integer. In properties of division of integer, the first property is what? Closure property of division. So, what is closure property of division? First, you have to what? Think on closure property. Okay. So, what is the closure property? A star B is equal to C. Right? What is A star B is equal to C? If A and B are any two integer of one set, and any mathematical operation is performed between A and B, what? It produces what? It produces the members of that set only. If division is performed between that two integer, it produces what? This property. Then only this property is satisfied. Otherwise, it is not satisfied. Let's deeply discuss closure property of division in my explanation soon.
Closure property of division. First, I will write the symbolic representation of closure property of division. A divided by B is equal to C. A and B are any two integer and any mathematical operation is performed between these integer. Here division is performed between these two integer and it produces what? It produces members of same set. Here it is members of what? It is members of integer, no? So C also belongs to the members of integers only. Let's check the closure property of division is satisfied or not. I will take two integer minus 8 divided by minus 4. Minus minus is what? Plus. So 8 by 4, 2. 2 is integer, right? So 2 is a integer. Okay, here it is satisfied. I will take another example. I will interchange this. Minus 4 I will write first, divided by minus 8. Just I will interchange the number. So 4 by 8. 4 ones are 4 twos are. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not integer, right? It is not an integer. It is not an integer. What will you observe by these two examples? Closure property of division may be or may not be satisfied. Hence, integers are not closed under division. Hence, integers are what? Not closed under division.
Second one is commutative property of division. What is this commutative property? You all are familiar with this commutative property, right? So, commutative property of division is what? If A star B is equal to B star A. Like that, A divided by B is equal to B divided by A. The condition is that if A and B are any two integer and then we divide A and B by in any order, we will get the what? Same integer. Whether it is satisfied, let's be check in my explanation zone.
Commutative property of division. What is symbolic representation of commutative property? A star B is equal to B star A. So, in the place of star, we have to replace what? Division sign, right? We have to check whether commutative property of division is satisfied or not. I will take one example. Minus 9 divided by 3 is equal to what? Minus of 9 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 threes are, so minus 3. And 3 divided by minus 9. Minus of 3 divided by 9. 3 ones are 3 threes are, so minus 1 by 3. Therefore, minus 9 divided by 3 is not equal to 3 divided by minus 9. Therefore, what? Division is not commutative for integer. Hence, division is not commutative for integer. Next, division by 0.
Here two cases are arise. First one is any integer divided by 0. Any integer divided by 0 is what? Undefined, right? In symbolically, I will represent it as A divided by 0. A is any integer. You may put what? Minus 1, minus 2, 3, 4 or minus 3, minus 4. Any integer you put. Okay. Okay, I will put here minus 1 divided by 0 or 1 divided by 0. What we will get? We get undefined number. We can't define, right? So it is meaningless. Okay, it is what? Meaningless. And second condition is what? 0 divided by any integer. 0 divided by any integer means what? How will we represent in symbolically? 0 divided by a. So in this case, I will replace a by what? 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, any integer. Okay, 0 by minus 1. We will get what? 0. 0 by minus 1 is 0 only, right? 0 by 2 is 0 only. 0 by any integer is what? 0 itself. It is division by 1. If any integer divided by 1, we will get which integer? Same integer, right? So, a divided by 1, it gives what? A itself. Okay, this is some example. 1 divided by 1 is 1 itself. Minus 1 divided by 1 is minus 1 itself. Minus 2 divided by 1 is minus 2 itself. 5 divided by 1 is 5 itself. So any integer divided by 1 gives that integer itself, okay, or same integer itself. So next is what? Associative property. You all are familiar with associative property, right? So what is the symbolical representation? A star of B star C is equal to A star B of star C. Here the results are what? Not depend upon the grouping of the what integers. So in the place of star we have to put what? Division. A divided by B divided by C is equal to A divided by B divided by C. Here we have to check whether associative property is satisfied or not. As we check in my explanation zone.
Associative property of division. So what is associative property? Symbolic representation is what? A star of B star C is equal to A star B of star C. Here we have to check by replacing the place of star by division, okay? I will take any three integer 4, 4 and 2. 4, 4 and 2. 4 divided by 4 by 2 is what? 4 divided by 4 by 2 is 2. 2 is the answer. And 4 divided by 4 divided by 2. 4 by 4 is 1. 1 divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is not equal to 4 divided by 4 divided by 2. I will take another example. Minus 16, 4 and minus 2. In this case, minus 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. Minus 16 divided by 4 divided by 2 is 2. So minus of 16 by 2 minus 8. Next, minus 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. Minus of 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. 4 ones are 4 fours are 16. Minus 4 divided by 2. So minus of 4 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are minus 2. Therefore, minus 16 divided by 4 divided by 2 is not equal to minus 16 divided by 4 whole divided by 2. Minus 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. Hence division is not associative for integer.
Okay students, I hope that you are clear about the properties of the division of integers, right? Let's study about some problems regarding on division of integer.
In the test, plus 5 marks are given for every correct answer and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer. First one, Radhika answered all the questions and scored 30 marks though she got 10 correct answers. Jay also answered all the questions and scored minus 12 marks though he got 4 correct answers. How many incorrect answer had they attempted? Here you have to find out incorrect answer attempted by Radhika and Chay. Marks for every correct answer is what? 5, right? And marks for every incorrect answer is what? -2, right? -2. So, see here, Radhika answered all the question and scored 30 marks, though she got 10 correct answer. So, total marks scored by Radhika is what? So, first one is what? Total marks scored by Radhika. How many marks she scored? She scored 30 marks. And marks scored for correct answer is what? Marks scored for correct answer is how many marks she scored for correct answer? Marks for every correct answer is 5. So she got 10 correct answer. Then how many marks scored for correct answer? So marks scored for correct answer is equal to how many marks? 5 into 10, right? Marks for every correct answer is 5. Then she got 10 correct answers. So how many marks? 50. Therefore, we have to find what number of incorrect answer. First we have to find marks given for incorrect answer. Marks given for incorrect answer. How will we get this marks given for incorrect answer? We have to subtract from total marks to marks given for correct answer. From total marks to marks given for correct answer, right? So total marks is what? Total marks is what? 30, right? Total marks minus marks given for correct answer. What is total marks? 30. And marks given for correct answer is what? 50. So 30 minus 50 is what? Minus 20. Now we have to find number of incorrect answer. Therefore, number of incorrect answer. Therefore, what? Number of incorrect answer we have to find, right? How we will get number of incorrect answer? Total marks for incorrect answer divided by marks for every incorrect answer, right? Total marks for incorrect answer divided by marks for every correct answer. Marks for every correct answer. So marks for every incorrect answer is what? Minus 20. And marks for every correct answer is what? Minus 2, right? So minus 2. So the answer is 10. So hence Radhika attempted 10 questions incorrectly. Also same as first one. Here we have to find out how many questions Jay attempted incorrectly. First we have to write marks obtained by Jay. Marks obtained by Jay. How many marks Jay obtained? Minus 12, right? And he got 4 correct answers, right? So marks obtained for 4 correct answer is what? Marks obtained for 4 correct answer is what? 4 into 5, right? Because 4 correct answer, and for every correct answer what is the mark? Plus 5. So 5 into 4, 20 marks. Therefore marks obtained for incorrect answer is what? Therefore marks obtained for incorrect answer. Marks obtained for incorrect answer is what? Total marks minus total marks minus marks given for correct answer, right? So total marks is what? Total marks is minus 12, and marks given for correct answer is what? Minus 20, right? So minus 32. So here we have to find number of incorrect answers. Therefore number of incorrect answer. What is the formula? Total marks for incorrect answer divided by marks for every incorrect answer, right? Total marks obtained for incorrect answer is what? Total marks obtained for incorrect answer is minus 32 divided by marks for every incorrect answer is what? Minus 2. Therefore is what? 32 by 2, no? 2 ones are 2 16s are, so 16 is the answer. Therefore J attempted 16 question incorrectly. Therefore, J attempted 16 question incorrectly. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meter per minute. I solved this problem. See here, the initial height of the elevator. Initial height of the elevator is 10 meter. The final depth of the elevator is what? Final depth is what? Minus 350 meter. Why they are showing minus sign? Because the distance descends is denoted by what? Minus. That's why. The next, the total distance descended by the elevator. We have to subtract this 10 meter from minus 350 meter, because 10 meter is what? Above the ground, right? So above the ground, so we have to minus this 10 from minus 350. That's why minus 350 minus 10 minus 360 meter. The time taken by the elevator to descend minus 6 meter equal to 1 minute. In 1 minute, what happens? Elevator descends minus 6 meter in 1 minute. So time taken by the elevator to descend minus 360 meter. So you have to find out the time, right? So what is that? Minus 360 meter divided by minus 6 meter. 6 ones are 6 6 are 36, 6 0 0. Therefore 60 minutes. Therefore time taken by the elevator to descend minus 360 meter is how much time? 60 minutes, that is 1 hour.
Students, what we have learned today? Division of integer, some properties based on division of integer, and some problems related to division of integers, right? I hope that you all are understood the topic, okay? This completes our first lesson and integer.
Thank you, students. Please practice the problems regarding this topic.